Alright, beginner guitarists, we're going to do a piece that I do with every year with the beginner group. It's called Pastorale. It is not a current pop song or a rock song or anything like that. It's actually a classical exercise. Now, in order to play this, I need to talk to you about a couple things. First, I need to talk to you about the fingers in your hand. And the actual music itself. So I'm going to do my best to be really fast about that. You might have to watch it a couple times, but you can always message me with questions. So on your right hand, this is your thumb, index, middle, ring. We're not going to use the pinky. So when I talk about those fingers, those are the ones I'm talking about. On your guitar, when you play music of a classical nature, generally your thumb is responsible for the low E, the low A, and the D. These four bass kind of strings here. Your index finger is responsible for the G string, your middle finger is responsible for the B string, and your ring finger is responsible for the high E string. So when you play something, generally we would talk, I like to put my pinky finger down, and then I'm going to try and get an angle on it like that. You can see that my thumb is ready to play these three strings whenever I need to, and my other fingers are each on a single string. So if I were playing a rolling arpeggio, it's called. This is in the D chord. See how each finger has its own string, and then the thumb would be responsible for the bass notes. My thumb is just moving around those strings, and my other fingers are all assigned to one string. So when we look at Pastorale, which you can print off, it's available there as a PDF, you'll see there's standard notation, and underneath that there's tab. We're only looking at the tab for now. The tab has 6 lines. The lowest line is the lowest string. The highest line is the highest string. The numbers represent the frets where you're going to put your finger. So you can see in this very first bar of music here, I see 1, 0, 2, and it's getting lower. And if I put my fingers on those strings, this is the 1. It was on the second line, so the second string. The third line was open, and the fourth line had a 2 on it. And I would play 1, 0, 2. That was the 1 on the B string, open for the G string, and 2 on the D string. Now with this hand, in theory, I'd be playing it like this. Middle, index, thumb. Because of course my middle finger gets the second string, my index finger gets the G string, and my thumb gets the 3 bass strings. At this point, I'm not going to be too worried about it if you're using 2 fingers. If you want to use your thumb and your index finger to play it all, that's great. Just try and avoid playing it just with 1 finger. So make sure you get your thumb into there, okay? Next thing I need to talk to you about really quickly is the music itself. You'll see it's got 8 bars on the top and 8 bars on the bottom. And it's kind of cut off here by the hole punch, but there's a repeat symbol for the first 8 and a repeat for the second 8. So if you were to play this properly, you would play 8 bars of music, you would repeat the same 8 bars of music, then you would play 8 bars of music and repeat those 8 bars of music. Last thing 2 things I'm going to mention here. You'll see up here the time signature says 3/4. That means there's 3 beats in each bar. That's all you need to really know about right now. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Each one of these notes, represented by a number on the fretboard, gets one of those beats. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Except for in the 4th bar, sorry I'm doing this backwards, you can see one of the notes looks different, and there's only 2 notes in the bar. That's because this one gets 2 beats. It's a half note. So it would get 1 extra beat. Let me put this down, and I'll play the first 4 bars, and you'll hear what I mean. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Did you hear on the 2 there I didn't play anything? That's because on the second beat of that 4th bar, I got to take a rest. because there was a note that held on for 2 beats in there. So I'm going to play through this. I'm not going to do the repeats because I don't want this video to be super long. And then you can, here, I'll put that down so you can see. Hopefully I can still see that music. There we go. And I'm going to play this probably with 3 fingers. I don't know if I'm going to get my ring finger in there or not, but we'll see. That's the first 8 bars right there. And that's the second 8 bars. You'll notice the first 4 bars are almost identical to the second 4 bars. And then the last 4 bars are identical to the last 8 bars, or 4 bars of the first 8, if that makes sense. Here, I'll try and do this upside down here. These 4 bars are very similar to these 4 bars, and these 4 bars are identical to these 4 bars. And they all have this 1 open 2, 1 open 2, 3 3 open 1 rest open. 1 open 2, 1 open 2, 3. Kind of messed up in there a little bit. I was too busy thinking about my thumb. Take a look through this. Give it a crack. Pastorale is a fun little piece just to make you thinking about using your fingers independently and picking away at those notes. If you need any help reading tab or understanding what you're supposed to be doing, please message me and we can set something up and I will walk you through it. But for now, give it a crack, practice it, count it out. 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3, 1 2 3. All right, give it a shot. Good luck. EDSBY me with any questions. Thanks very much.